Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 3:48 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is March 26th, and we've had a lot of activity go on in here today. On the one hand, you have the UK Chancellor of the Exchequer announced that she's going to cut 14 billion out of government spending. A bit more than half of that is directly cutting on social services. The other half is attempting to grind efficiencies out of the tax collection sector, as well as some other measures aimed at raising cash. But the adoption of the fiscal rule should help the UK to weather a storm in future, but adopting it at the beginning is obviously likely to be a painful process, and that is certainly contributing to negative sentiment for the markets, even if the stock market is relatively quiet and the 10-year yield is holding below the 5% level. Then when we think about what's going on in the USA, well, the majority of markets of, I guess, the Wall Street indices were in negative territory today. And the Nasdaq Composite was down 2%, the S&P 500 down 1%, and the Dow Jones Industrials average was pretty much unchanged. But then let's also think about the Russell 2000, which is referred to as a small cap index, although there are several companies that would be considered mid cap anywhere else. And it has been trending downwards since a peak in December and starting to roll over again. And generally speaking, if you're in a relatively healthy economic environment, well, then small caps should be doing pretty okay. But the index is right in the region of the 1,000-day moving average. Now, I think it's important when you think about a 1,000-day moving average to also ask how consistent has the trend been. It is certainly true that the more consistent a long-term trend has been, the more likely it is that an index will find support in the region of that 1,000-day moving average. We can certainly say that between 2010 and approximately 2020, there were plenty of examples when it bounced from that area. Then between 2022 and 2023, it ranged in a volatile manner around it and then started trending higher again. So we're at an important area of potential support here. And the 2000 point level is going to be a big one if support is going to continue to be found here. Then I think what's important to also think about is the advanced decline line.